welcome back to our channel Vijay Physics World. Okay, here today we are going to discuss about projectile motion or two-dimension motion. Okay, in this projectile motion we have mainly how it will be means. For example, a batsman hits the ball, then what happens? It will rises up and falls in the strands. Okay, that motion of the object which is in two directions, going along horizontal direction, at the same time going in vertical direction. Okay, and for example, if a bow is stretched and released, then what happens? It will go horizontal and at the same time it will go downward direction. Similarly, a bullet fired from a gun. Okay, and similarly we will get a cannon fired from the machine. Then what happens? It will go rises up, at the same time it will go along horizontal direction. So such type of motion we are calling it as two-dimension motion or projectile motion. In this we have two mainly: oblique projection, horizontal projection. Oblique, second one is horizontal. Okay, right now we are going to discuss about oblique projection. Okay. Oblique projection. This is the concept we are going to discuss completely in this video. Okay, right now. Oblique projection. What do you mean by projection? Projection is nothing but throwing a ball other than 90 degrees with horizontal direction, that we are calling it as oblique projection. What is meant by projectile? The projected object, we are calling it as projectile. Okay, right now here we are considering a person throwing a ball from here along horizontal direction. The motion of the object will be like this. Okay, here which I am considering two directions. One is x-axis and second one is y-axis. With what velocity it projected? It projected with the velocity u, which is making an angle theta with horizontal in direction. Okay, and according to resolution of vector, u resolved into two components. One is along horizontal direction, that is u cos theta. Second one is along vertical direction, that is u sin theta. Okay, horizontal component and vertical component. Here in this projectile motion we have a few assumptions. Okay, what are they? In that, air resistance. Here there is no resistance by the air, which is not opposing the motion of the object. This is the first assumption. Second one, acceleration due to gravity remains constant in magnitude and also direction. Okay, second. Right now, here on basis of this, here this object projected like this, and which is falling at this point, horizontal component and vertical component. Okay, when it is going along horizontal direction, what happens to the velocity? When it is going vertical direction, what happens to the velocity? When it is going vertical direction, velocity of the object is going on decrease due to acceleration due to gravity, or it pulls the object in downward direction. Okay, so u sin theta going on decrease. Okay, when if it is going upward direction. Okay, what about u cos theta? U cos theta remains constant. Why? Because there is no air resistance, there is no gravity, or there is no other forces which are acting on this horizontal component. Horizontal component remains constant. So at any point horizontal velocity remains constant. So u cos theta is constant. U sin theta is varying. Okay. When u cos theta is constant, what happens to the acceleration? Acceleration remains along horizontal direction is 0. Along vertical direction, acceleration along vertical direction becomes g, as it may be plus or it may be minus in vertical downward or vertically upward. When it is going upward direction, negative. When it is coming downward direction, it may be positive or negative. Okay, right now. Here we are going to find what is the trajectory. Is it parabola? Okay, if it is parabola, we need to prove. Right now we are going to prove the projectile motion is parabola. Okay, right now. Suppose the object projected after time t. After time t, at this point I am considering. Okay, let it be the distance. I am considering it as x. Horizontal distance is x. Okay, right now. After time t, along horizontal direction. Along horizontal direction, distance is x. So, horizontal distance is equals to horizontal velocity into time. So, we can write it as u cos theta into t. So, you can write here t is equals to x by u cos theta. Let it be this equation number 1. Along vertical direction, let it be, I am considering it as y. Along vertical direction. If it is along vertical direction, according to the formula, S is equals to ut minus half gt square. Linear motion equation when it is going upward direction. So, according to that, S is equals to ut minus half gt square along with sine we considering. So, what will get along vertical direction, uy is equals to u sine theta, upward direction velocity, and acceleration due to gravity along vertical direction is minus g. Why? Because when it is going upward direction. So we will get S equals to, we considered y. So y is equals to u sine theta into t, as it is, minus half ay value. Okay, instead of this you can consider ay equals to minus g. So directly we can consider minus half g t square. Okay, but t equals to x by u cos theta. We can substitute in this. So we'll get y is equals to u sine theta by t value x by u cos theta. So x by u cos theta minus half g x square by u square cos square theta. Here u and u cancel, sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. So we'll get y is equals to tan theta x minus 1 by 2 g x square u square cos square theta. Combinedly I am writing g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Okay, here this is the equation we can consider. So I am writing this as ax minus bx square. Here a equals to tan theta, b is equals to g by 2u square cos square theta. So this is the equation. We are considering it as, in mathematics, parabola. So on basis of this we can prove that the trajectory of motion is parabola. Okay, here a and b are the constants. A equals to tan theta, b equals to g by 2u square cos square theta. Okay, on basis of this equation we have shortcuts. Okay, we'll discuss that in the further continuation. Okay, right now we are going to find maximum height. Okay, generally we have a formula for maximum height, h equals to u square by 2g when it is projected vertically upward direction. So that equation I am going to use here. Directly we can calculate h equals to u square by 2g in vertical direction. But ux is nothing but u sin theta, sorry, uy vertically, so uy, but uy equals to u sin theta in upward direction, so you can get h equals to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the maximum height formula, range, and then we can find the time of flight. Time of flight, generally we have a formula in upward direction, t equals to 2u by g. So 2uy by g. Instead of deriving, I am giving you directly. So just try to understand what I am going to explain. T equals to uy value again, sin theta, 2u sin theta by g. Time of ascent becomes u sin theta by g. Time of descent becomes u sin theta by g. So time of flight is equal to time of ascent plus time of descent. So t equals to time of ascent plus time of descent you can consider. Okay, next range. Horizontal range, or you can consider it as range. Okay, range can be taken as horizontal distance is equals to horizontal velocity and total time. So we can write it as range is equals to horizontal velocity into total time or time of flight. So we can get a formula u cos theta, because horizontal velocity is u cos theta. So u cos theta into time, 2u sin theta by g. So we'll get finally u square sin 2 theta by g. Okay, these are the main equations. Maximum height, h equals to u square sin square theta by 2g, t equals to 2u sin theta by g, r equals to u square sin 2 theta by g. Okay, here these are the main equations. Let us discuss cases on basis of projectile motion. Already we got the equation y equals to tan theta t minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Okay, and this equation is completely in terms of tan. Okay, so tan theta as it is, t minus g by 2u square cos square theta, we are taking that to the numerator, so it becomes secant square. Okay, So according to identity equation, we will get secant square is equals to 1 plus tan square theta into x square as it is. This is the equation we are getting completely in terms of tan. Okay. If you want completely in terms of secant, tan theta we need to convert into secant square. So secant square theta minus 1 under root into t minus g x square by 2u square secant square as it is. Okay. These are the equations we will get in different terms. Okay. And right now already we got y equals to ax minus bx square. A is a constant tan theta, b equals to constant g by 2 square cos square theta. We will get a few shortcuts on basis of this a and b terms. Okay, here are the shortcuts. Angle of projection is, what is the angle? Angle theta is equals to tan inverse of a. Okay, they will give you equation like this in terms of numerical values, so that you can calculate. Okay, so theta is equals to tan inverse of a. Horizontal range is r equals to a by b is the shortcut. If you take a and b, a divided by b, if you do, then we'll get the formula for horizontal range. Okay. Similarly, maximum height h equals to a square by 4b. If you do that, we'll get the formula for height. So we are using the shortcut for finding maximum height. So time of flight is t equals to root over 2 by bg into a. Okay. If we do that, we can calculate time of flight shortcut. Okay. And similarly, horizontal and vertical displacement equations are like x is equals to at, y equals to bt minus ct squared. If they are like this, then what we will do means, if they will give you equations like this, we can calculate velocity of the projection is, with what velocity we are projecting, initial velocity. So we can calculate on basis of this root over a square plus b square. What is the angle of projection? Theta is equals to tan inverse of a by b. If we do that, we can calculate angle of projection. Okay, here we will get u cos theta, here we will get u sin theta. So we will get, if we will take the ratio, we will get theta equals to tan inverse of a by b, which is giving you initial velocity. Okay, acceleration of projectile is 2c, maximum height reached is b square by 4c. Like here we got maximum height reached by 8, b square by, according to this equation, a square by 4b. According to this equation, we are getting b square by 4c. Okay, here these are the few shortcuts which are used to find maximum height, initial velocity, angle, time of flights. Okay.